Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled The Macro and Micro Jew, Part 3. We discussed in the previous two shiurim that Moshe, Parshat Bo, had an amazing conflict, what we call the micro and macro conflict. He had power in front of him, on the verge of doing tshuva with his advisors, but he had the bigger picture where Hashem wanted Paro to stop using his free will, or he stopped his free will in order to have a grander scheme of having the Jews see another miracle and another plague and get spiritually closer to Hashem. But right now, Paro looks like he's on the verge of doing tshuva. So Moshe in front of him sees a micro issue of being Makarev, another human being, and possibly his entire empire. So we discussed that often we have this, a micro-macro conflict, and we left off in shiur number 2 with a fascinating point and a question. What about the case of Bar Kamza? What do we have there? So Bar Kamza was angry with the rabbis, and he wanted to get them in trouble, so he sent from the Kesar an animal which halachically had a mum that could not be sacrificed in the Mikdash. So the rabbi said that we can't bring the mum, the animal with the mum on the one hand, that's the micro halacha, but on the other hand, we have shalom malchus. Who knows what's going to happen if we reject the king's Korban? While the Rav Zechariah says, no, mum, people are going to say that you can bring an animal with the mum to the Mikdash. He was focusing on the micro. And he said, no, there's a macro over here that's going to doched the micro. So they said, okay, maybe we should just kill Bar Kamza. He's going to go right on us to the king, to the Kesar, so we should just kill him. So they're looking at the bigger picture. That yes, normally you can't kill a person, that's the micro, but the macro is that maybe this is a case of pikuach nefesh for the whole am. Once Rav Zechariah says, what people are going to say, you kill a person because he brought a mum in an animal to the Mikdash. So there's really a conflict in the micro and the macro. What makes this so fascinating here is that yes, everyone agrees that the micro of not killing someone, clearly if he's a rodate, he's about to kill you, especially going to hurt a whole nation, obviously that's going to be overcome, obviously, and suspended for the sake of another halacha. Where things get tricky is when it's not so black and white. And it's not clear, is there a macro? Is there a bigger issue here? Is there pikuach nefesh over here? It's not right in front of our eyes directly where the person's holding the gun, but it's a question of interpreting reality and understanding and assessing reality. And over here, that's what was going on. Do you assess reality and say, wait a second, this is a lethal national issue here, where we can have the case of the whole government come down on us and wipe out the nation, wipe out the Mikdash? So the rabbi said, yes, that's exactly what can happen. This could be major national pikuach nefesh. And Rav Zechariah was focusing in on the micro. No, there's an issue of a mum here. You can't bring a mum, or you can't kill this person. He's about to kill the person. He missed the bigger picture. He missed the macro. He didn't have the proper assessment. Unfortunately, he won the argument, and it was an absolute disaster. And in cases like these, people really need to have the head on their shoulders and try to best see the full picture, the macro picture, because that can very much affect the micro. Because I think it's a macro assessment where a person sees, wow, this pikuach nefesh, this national pikuach nefesh, it's obviously going to affect the micro. Okay, in Europe 70 years ago, the rabbis had to deal with a similar kind of question. Are we dealing with a major national Korban? What are the clouds saying? Are there dark clouds on the horizon or not? Jabotinsky, of course, was saying, yes, there are. Some rabbis agree there is a major catastrophe going on. Others says, no, we don't see that, and we should continue on the course. Everyone should be learning, continue with their daily lives. These are hard issues. Of course, hindsight's always easy to see one way or another. When a person is in it, when the rabbis are in it, and the leaders are in the middle of it, that's as an amazing test to be able to go ahead and see the situation and analyze it and try to make the most sense and balance both the micro-specific issues and try to have a good handle on the macro as well. Shalom.